reputation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Maybe a crease. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Hard running there. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant. right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with a catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And as he throws, makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive,
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
that's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Ready to fire from the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. There's... Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive.
Running free. Touchdown, Florida. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Yeah, and the pass passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Unloads to the wideout. Caught by Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Offenses are doing such a great job.
That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Running through contact. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Open spaces. Touchdown, Florida. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the left side is Smith. Still on his feet at the 40. And he's still running after the move. There he goes to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks have...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Whoop, picked off, and he's got open room.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Takes the easy one to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to scramble. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He's got it. Could be an alley. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Gators in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes it past the marker. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Gators! That one will give them the lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the right side. Runs through a tackle. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires left. It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Great job by the DB seeing where the ball's going and breaking it. And I know that sounds stupid. Of course, he's supposed to do that. But a lot of times the angles you take are sometimes compromised and leaves you giving up big plays. Nice job going straight to the football and swatting it on the ground.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, going to the air. He wants to go deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
With the catch, it's Lofton. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pressure coming, and they got it.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Snagged in the middle, it's Clark, and he'll be brought down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? That's reeled in. It's Clark. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. To the air, it's Mayava. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. Swats it down and make sure that's an incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the short tackle to turn it over on downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Clark. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over. Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners as their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Here's a little room there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. First down for this offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
The Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run inside. It's Jackson. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Clark. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll go with a quick touch pass. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best...
Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking downfield, it's Rainer. Coming out aggressively. It's caught. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Sometimes you beat your guy.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back, because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to field, this one in tight quarters. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got the quick pass. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. He's looking to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Going over the top. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.